Happy Easter to the Baltimore City delegation, Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and the Democratic Party. Happy Easter. Ghosts from your past is going to open up doors in my future. That's Kaylin Young. That's the Maryland Legislative Black Caucus. And that's John Hopkins, Community and Government Affairs. That's the House delegates, Miss Wilkins. And this is Art and Activism, Black Arts District. That's the Maryland Black Caucus, so you can't say that you didn't get this. If you contact Senator Ben Cardin, I told him in 2006 I was making a documentary about the Democratic Party. Contact Mary Washington. She'll tell you about I Am Dred Scott. I Am Dred Scott is one of 13 movies. One of 13 movies. And that's Shorty, a champion for justice. It ain't gonna be just us. That's Brooke Learman. I need an audit, a federal and state audit. And all these individuals, like I said, I was making a movie about the Democratic Party and how you don't defend black people. You feel me? Happy Easter. You stand for Tennessee, but deny to stand for me. Y'all quick to speak about the racism going on in Tennessee, but protecting the white supremacy here in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. Like I said, art and activism. Maryland Arts District. Y'all made me famous for toilets. I'm going to run with that shit. 2023, we going to flush it. We getting ready to flush it. Like I said, I'm a weaver in Baltimore. M&T Bank weaving. We're going to talk about the cover-up crew. Future is ahead. This is the political toilet that I'm fixing up. I'm getting ready to finish it off. And it got everybody on it. That's the Department of Justice. That's Jack Young. And that's from the film office. The Maryland Film Office. Because like I said, I was making a movie about Baltimore. It's making a movie about Adrian Jones and the Democratic Party. Frederick Douglass. Yeah, Frederick Douglass wouldn't approve of this. But he'll approve of this. I'm outing y'all like dirty laundry. You can flush me. These are our politicians and your elected officials. See who she is? See who she is? I'm selling toilets. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. I'm selling toilets. And this one about you. All right? Delegate Wilkins. Don't forget the happy thoughts. Don't forget the happy thoughts. That's the 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude is punishment. And y'all reinvented slavery under the 13th Amendment here in Maryland. You stand for Tennessee but deny me. That's the Maryland House of Delegates, Ms. Wilkins. This is art and activism. That's Judge Carrion. That's States Attorney Ivan Bates. And like I said, I'm making a movie. Creative Alliance. You see that? Governor Hogan, Scott Shellenberger, and me. This was entered at the Creative Alliance about 3 years ago. I'm resubmitting it to Amnesty International because I'm asking for political asylum. We're going to talk about white supremacy in Baltimore. Y'all want to talk about Tennessee? Let's talk about Baltimore. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Contact Carl Jackson. He's seen the book. Mark Steiner did the first interview on me. Yeah, he did 2 interviews with me. That's Izzy, Baltimore County. That's Izzy. You stand with teachers? We're going to talk about white supremacy in Baltimore County, how you protect it. And Theroux and Shellenberger. It's summertime coming, and I'm going to be selling toilets, and people going to be loving it. She been lying to you. So has Francott. Mosby been lying to you. And that's her mail receipt. Sheriff Anderson ain't there no more, but Anthony Brown is. He's the Attorney General. Kwasi Mfume is in Congress. And Brooke Learman, you're the controller. So you're going to have to get the records from Peter Francott. And Anthony Brown, you got to turn that over. Governor Westmore, no one left behind? Well, I'm going to ensure no one's left behind. And that's Delegate. That's Brandon Scott. That's Jared Jimenez from Board of Elections. That's Marilyn Mosby in the State Attorney's Office. The State's Attorney's Office. That's Eric Holder of the Department of Justice. And Marilyn Mosby, Creative Alliance. Like I said, I'm making a movie about y'all. Ain't no law against that. It's a law against being black. That's Eric Barron. That's Eric Holder. That's the Department of Justice. That's your delegate, Stephanie Smith. City delegate, Stephanie Smith. Silence is consent. That black girl magic caused a lot of black men pain. That's Delegate Stephanie Smith. She need to produce that material, because I'm going to show you that she a fake. She say one thing and does another. That's Kaylin and me. And Kaylin's mother took a picture with me. Like I said, Creative Alliance, Art and Activism. We talking about your representatives. And that's Kaylin. So y'all need to pull that up. That's the Judiciary Committee. That's Theroux and Scott Shellenberger. Like I said, Creative Alliance. That's Xavier Conway, the clerk of the court. I refiled my paperwork. That's Natasha from the Public Defender's Office. That's Dutch Rupersberger and Miss Addison, your representatives. That's Kwaise and Brooke Learman. That's Adrian Jones. That's Bill Ferguson. No justice, no peace. Justice for Donnell Rochester. Justice for Donnell Rochester. You speaking up for Tennessee, but you leaving us dying here in Baltimore. The police are killing us indiscriminately, and you ain't open your mouth. Donnell Rochester, Tyrone West, Anthony Anderson, Maurice Donald Johnson, Flemings, Nichols. Man, you got a litany of people that's dying here, and ain't nobody open their mouth. Not Commissioner Harris. Not Kettleman, not Mosby, not you, and not you. That's President Biden, all right? And that's your delegate. That's your delegate. That's President Biden, and that's your delegate, Wilkins, all right? So you said that you was going to do something about my situation, and you didn't do nothing. I gave you this to make sure that we on the same page. Run us for justice. And we ain't running from justice. We running for justice. And we running to your office to defend us. You defend Tennessee, but you don't do nothing for me.